What's going on, people? Thank you for joining me. It's Beer Monster o'clock. Bash. This has got to be the most random time I've ever done a beer review. It's 5 o'clock in the morning right now. No, I've not been up all night drinking. I haven't touched a drop. I just can't sleep and I'm bored. And I thought, sod it, let's review a beer. It's something to do. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully it sent me off to bed. That'll be my last attempt. Otherwise I'll just pour an all-nighter, I think. Anyway, on with the beer. Today I'll be reviewing a beer called Baltika 7. Baltika. The other day I done a Hungarian one called Artika. Just a coincidence, I think. So we've had the Artika and now we've got the Baltika. Yeah, Baltika number 7 export lager beer. Here's a look at the top of your bottle. Work our way down there. Russian taste. Great Russian taste. So it's a Russian lager. I don't think I've ever tried a Russian lager or reviewed a Russian lager on the channel. So we're definitely breaking the virginity with that one. Premium beer made with 100% select malt and hops grown in Altai. Guess that's a place in Russia. God knows. It's 5.4% ABV, so it's a decent strength of this lager. We've got like one of the old ring pull openings on it. So let's go ahead and get her open, shall we? Do let me know if you tried this one in the comments sector down below, people. And I'll be really interested to know your thoughts on it and whether you enjoyed it or not. Alarm bells slightly with a green bottle. And as I've just opened that, it's reminded me to mention the green bottle because there's a bit of a skunky kind of waft on the bottle opening. You shouldn't put beers in a green bottle. I'm sure most of you will know that, but some of you don't. It affects the hops. It can do. Affect the hops in the beer. And it gives you like a kind of skunky aroma upon opening. By skunky, I mean like, you know, yeah, that kind of skunky. Anyway, what we got? A pale straw golden sort of looking lager. There's the carbonation levels. I would say medium, low to medium carbonation, medium-sized bubbles, small white head, quite compact. To be honest, it just looks like your typical Euro slammer, doesn't it? Is it going to be full of sweet glucose syrup or some sort of syrup? Potentially, a lot of them are. 5.4%. You know, we'll see. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Let's check out the aromas of Baltika 7. Bosh. Yeah, it smells quite basic. There's a sweet kind of. It smells quite sweet, but doesn't smell like glucose syrup though. It's grainy kind of malt. Got a feeling there might be some sort of like corn syrup or something potentially. I don't know. There's just a bit of an overly sweet aroma to it. The skunk was there upon opening the bottle, but it's sort of now it's in the glass. It's not really that skunky. Slightly grassy, bit of like a hoppy grassiness. But yeah, quite a basic smelling lager. But yeah, hopefully it tastes alright. Cheers everybody. Bash! Let's chuck it down the neck and see if I think it's worth a buy. By the way, I didn't mention where I bought it from, did I? Just a random Euro shop. Unless you're in Gillingham, it ain't going to mean anything to you. Because that's where the shop is. Check your Euro shops, your Polish shops, your Lithuanian shops. This is where you find these kind of beers, you know, when you see me doing these kind of reviews. They're always from them kind of shops. So yeah, check them shops out for new beers to try, people, I would say. Okay. It's not too bad, actually. I wasn't expecting it to be great. The green bottle. Rush out and beer is not really a thing, is it, as far as I know? But it's actually okay, but just okay. There's no major like nasty taste. It's fairly clean, but I do think there's a bit of corn syrup or something in it. It's quite sweet. It's not a sickly sweetness, but it's It is rather sweet and not a lot else, but at least it don't taste like arseholes. There's no sort of, none of that stuff you get from UK brewed water. It's quite a basic lager, but it's definitely a drinkable lager. It hides the ABV pretty well, actually. For a 5.4% lager, I guess the sweetness is there to hide that, and it's doing that. Quite well carbonated, as you can hear from my burps. It's actually more carbonated. You can feel the carbonation more once you take a sip than what it looks from the glass. It doesn't look that lively. But some beers, they kind of liven up once you aggravate them, and they come to life a bit. This one's definitely one of those. Right to medium bodied. I say big feel to the carbonation. There is a kind of grassy taste, hoppy grassiness on the end, but it's kind of like a slightly skunky, grassy aftertaste. There's a slight bitterness that's needed to cut through some of the sweetness from the malts. Yeah, kind of a grainy sort of malt for me. I mean, it's a cheap. It is what it is, really. It's not awful. It's definitely not good either. It's just an average Euro Slemmer. I've tried a lot worse. I've tried a lot better. I'm gonna drink it. It's okay. It's nothing to write home about, but it's a drinkable lager, is what it is. No lacing or anything really on the glass. The head's kind of dissipating pretty rapidly, you know. But taste wise, it's just okay for me. There is a slight hoppy bitterness. There's not a lot else to really say about it. It's rather bland apart from the sweetness. Score. I go 6.5 out of 10. You know, nothing particularly nice or horrible about it, but it's not offending me. And it's better than a lot of the shitty UK brewed lagers, to be fair. It ain't too bad. It's worth a try, for sure, because I think some people will really like this one. But for me, it's just average. Thanks for watching, people. Chat to me in the comments. And till the next one, people. Bye-bye, darlings. Bye.